Oh, this one's easy. I can tell you who's buying that car. Nobody. 20 grand for a 4-door? Are you out of your mind? Listed 3 months ago. No shit. Next. A tote the note lot owner is going to buy this for his girlfriend. Keep it squeaky clean and low miles for like 3 months until he gets bored of her and the car and flips them both. The Fiero's a cruel mistress. Some teenager right now has got enough money saved up to buy this thing, and whether he ever drives it or not, when he's done with it, he either will be a car guy or he won't. Not a LB7 Dirty Mac. Some mid-range contractor is going to buy this thinking it's going to solve his problems for pulling a dump trailer up and down the highway without endangering everybody around, including himself. But guess what he wins? Instead, he's going to find out you have to pull the whole cab off to change the injectors of the CP3 pump. And not only that, the parts cost more than the value of the truck. Fucking LB7. Now, we all know who's going to buy this. Some dude that wants to play Sons of Anarchy, and he's going to list it again for sale in 2 months. Next! Some little entrepreneur's going to buy this for his pressure washing, goat training, lawn business, right? And he's going to make some good money with it for pretty minimal upkeep. And then he's going to sell it to one of his employees, and he's going to go buy him a new truck. And then after about the 4th or 5th trip to the dealership with that new truck, he's going to be sitting in the service room lobby wishing he had just kept trusty old McLeaky pan. Live, laugh, love. There's so many of them for sale right now. Are we finally over cliched Hobby Lobby phrases? Or have we as a people collectively stopped living, laughing, and loving? I tell you what, some of you sellers might want to advertise these in the Jeep Wrangler section. You might move them a little quicker. Fellas, if your lady's selling your live, laugh, love signs cheap, it might be time to start asking your buddies if they know a good lawyer. Man, this is a smoking deal even if it is a long bed. Plus, it's got the 390. You can teach a Cocker Spaniel how to diagnose and work on a big block FE. The dude that buys this already has a good job, and instead of just cleaning up the rust and driving it like he ought to, he's going to tear the whole thing down in his garage. And 2 years later, he's going to relist it for $8,000, and then he'll probably end up trading it for a boat or a Polaris because he ain't learned his lesson and his wife wants to go look at Christmas lights. I know who's buying this one. Y'all know too. We'll take a guess. Nobody. 135,000 miles on a sports car or a muscle car? Unless rebuilding clapped out drivetrains is your kink. Next. The dude's gonna buy this is the I know a guy dude. You know, the one that still got an unfinished kitchen because he got a deal on his plumbing. If he does get this thing going fast enough to jump, he's gonna break it and his collarbone, and he's gonna be walking around talking about, oh, this thing's ought to be illegal. Oh, this is a super cool truck, and my heart goes out to the fella that buys it because he has a plan. A plan that is going to bring him immeasurable heartbreak and also financial failure. And probably also a race car that he's going to have to sell. It's a trap. I know, Admiral. I know it says Toyota and Supra on it, but it's not the one they want. Without an obscene amount of money being dumped into it, it is not going to be fast nor furious. You may be furious while you're getting taken to Gapplebee's in the passing lane by a single mom in a maroon Nissan Altima with a missing passenger mirror. Oh, another 4-door Impala. I thought you couldn't find a 4-door Impala for cheap. I thought Supernatural made them all too expensive. Boom, right there. All you need is a wiring harness for $3 grand. You can replica baby. Next. Actually, I can't believe this one ain't sold already. A clean cam C5 for 13 grand? I can't even begin to imagine how this car got to Ardmore, Oklahoma, where there's only like 3 streets you can even drive a C5 on. But I'm guessing it was an impulse buy by a dude that forgot where he lived. Don't insulate the primary fuel pump. You're supposed to hear the fuel pump in a race car, Randy. Just drive it. Now we're talking. Some little wet behind the ears future farmer of America is going to use his hay sale money to drag this thing home. All the while with visions of fishing off the tailgate and good times in the pasture going through his head. But this kid's going to go on a journey, and it's going to leave him forever changed, and also with some very firm opinions about GM trucks, good or bad. Oh, this will sell. They always sell. This will sell to some dude obsessed with cyclones and typhoons that's never owned one. He'll pay too much and spend way too much time undoing all the crap that's been done to it to one day look up and realize that he spent a small fortune to have a really quick $12,000 S10. $8,000 for a square body 4-wheel drive with the wrong bed on it and no title? Sir, I respect your ambitious nature, but I think you need to use some of that to find the title. Next! Ooh, son, a LS. It's the pumpkin spice of engine swaps. This engine is probably destined to spend its life in the corner of the garage of some oilfield hand waiting to be stuffed into a Ford he can't afford to build the right engine for. Now we're talking. We got the redneck retirement plan right there. You even got $500 left to spend on meat because he knocked the price down. Now all you got to do is convince people to pay money for real barbecue instead of that mediocre concession stand garbage they're shoveling down their gullets at the Buc-ee's. Oh look, for a mere $15,000, you can buy the worst Wrangler ever built by Jeep with about 38,000 miles of life left on it. The dude that buys this is in for a level of disappointment that even all the disc golf trophies on his nightstand can't make him feel better about. Real quick, everybody, if you want to sell a car or a truck, just click on that link wherever you find it in my profile. It'll be the easiest way you ever sold a car. GiveMeTheVin.com.